seated to my left over here, his name, Mark Otto. Mark Otto. He's a past congressional district Republican Party chairman. I think he's going to run for a political office, so we need a little background on this gentleman here. Mr. Otto, would you please come in and say hello to everybody and give us a background?
Well, thank you, Mr. Carl. It's been a pleasure to be back here. Haven't been here in a while, but I appreciate you coming or having me on here. It's awful hard to see you past the glare of that golden microphone of yours, but I think if I shade my eyes here a little bit, I can get a better look.
Okay. Well, go right ahead. You're a former volunteer for Mr. Rouser, and now you've chosen to run against Mr. Rouser. Would you state why?
Well, I would. You know, I feel betrayed, Mr. Carl. I feel betrayed by Washington. I feel betrayed by the establishment. And frankly, I feel betrayed by my own party, the Republican Party. Now, when I read about a week or so ago that our own Congressman, Mr. Rouser, voted with Paul Ryan and Nancy Pelosi to pass that omnibus bill, you know, I was absolutely heartbroken. You know, I volunteered for Renee Elmer's campaign, and she's let me down, and I volunteered for David's campaign, and he's let me down, and I finally decided, well, you know what? If you want a job done right, sometimes you just got to go do it yourself.
Now, early reaction from some of your friends and people you've been talking to, what is the early reaction?
It's been fantastic. I wasn't sure how some people would react. I know some folks, you know, think I'm upsetting the apple cart a little bit, but I've had a lot of great responses from everyday citizens, my neighbors, my friends, folks at church. They're just as excited as can be because they're ready for a real change.
Now, anyone listening to you and me today that would like to have further contact with you and kind of talk with you, how can they call you? How can they get in touch?
Well, they can always email me at markottoforcongress@nc.rr.com. And my website is standwithme.us.
All right. We're talking today with Mark Otto on the very last minute when the deadline for registration. Mark came in at the last moment and decided he would run against Congressman David Rouser. He's now explaining the reasons why he chose to take that step when he worked so tirelessly and so hard for Renee Elmer's. He said she let him down. And you say you felt let down by Mr. Rouser?
I do. I mean, that omnibus package that passed through a Republican-controlled Congress now, this increases the national debt almost $1 trillion. It quadruples the number of foreign workers that are coming in to take American jobs, funds Planned Parenthood, funds illegal immigration, funds sanctuary cities. Those are just not conservative values, if you ask me.
Okay, now, you're getting ready to kick off your campaign. I think you've got some things coming up that you want the people to know about. Some events coming up that you can tell us about, Mark.
I am. I'm very excited. As a matter of fact, this Saturday in Benson at 10:30, I'll be kicking off my campaign at a little warehouse at 701 North Wall Street, and that's right up the road from here, and less than a mile from the Route 40 and I-95 interchange, so easy to get to, and I'd like to extend a personal invitation to everyone in your listening audience to come and meet me and hear some of us, hear what I have to say and hear some of the other speakers, and, you know, tell me what's on your mind and what your concerns are. And I'm going to I'm going to go to Congress and vote those conservative values. I'm going to be a consistently conservative congressman.
And again, that campaign event is?
That's this Saturday at 10:30 a.m. More information, again, is on my website, www.standwithme.us, and it's 701 North Wall Street in Benson.
Okay, now, Mark Otto, I must explain to the WTSB radio audience, this is a free broadcast today. We have a station policy that first time people running for office can come by and get about 5 minutes to announce their campaign on the air, so we don't want to say this is a paid political broadcast. This is absolutely free. But the next time you come back and we talk to you, it will be a paid political.
I'll bring my checkbook if that's okay.
Okay, well, this is a policy, so if there's any other candidate out there, a new candidate that has not yet come by the studios of WTSB, they're certainly entitled to do that, and it's open to everybody. We treat everybody just alike.
And that's the way it should be.
Okay, I'll give you time to just make one final statement, and then we'll say goodbye.
Well, you know, I would really love to have folks come out to that campaign rally so I can meet you all, and you can meet me and get to know me a little bit better. Meet my wife, Beth. Beth is a teacher here in Johnston County, and I have 3 sons, all of whom attend public schools here in Johnston County. We'll all be there, and I'm looking forward to meeting all of the folks out here.
Okay, Mark Otto, and again, I'll say that at one time I had your biographical information here in front of me, and I misplaced it, but you were former chairman of the Republican. Here it is. He is a former volunteer for David Rouser and I think Renee Elmer's. His campaign kickoff event is this Saturday. He was, well, anyway, thank you very much for being here, and we'll see you again.
Thanks a lot, Mr. Carl. Pleasure to be here.
Amen. All right, WTSB 1090 on your radio dial here, ladies and gentlemen. And we've got lots of good information coming your way this